in lesson 2 how you are going to do philosophy. So first, we are going to know our end goal for this. So you are going to grasp the four major questions in philosophy, of course, like kining mga questions of reality, all right, and so on and so forth. Recognize the tools used in philosophizing, and realize the practical uses of philosophy. All right. So first, we have the in-car and discover. So the major questions in philosophy that concerns reality, it concerns reality rather, certainty, causality, and ethics. So first is the question of reality. What is real? Tinuod ba gyud ni ako kinabuhi karon or basin na ara ko sa computer game? Diba basin na ako sa computer game nga Elden Ring mao nang daghang kog kontra ni gawas na ko sa bahay. All right? Are we able to perceive and understand reality and everything in it? So first, what is reality? So reality refers to the state of existence of things independent of human consciousness. So in the broadest sense, reality includes physical things that we see, feel, taste, and smell, as well as the things that we cannot easily perceive and comprehend. Alright? So everything that exists, okay, is reality. Everything that we know, that we are conscious. I am conscious that I am speaking in front of my desktop right now. You are conscious that you are attending my class. That is reality. With all the senses that you are using. Okay? So philosophers believe in the existence of an objective and absolute. So reality, which means that everything that exists in reality has a specific nature or character. So man has the ability to sense and perceive reality, concrete and abstract reality in general categories. Okay, so we have metaphysics. So metaphysics is a branch of philosophy which addresses questions regarding reality. Okay, so that is metaphysics. So we also have ontology. All right. Yeah. By the way, metaphysics example for this one is like, why am I holding this chair right now? Why am I sitting on this chair, and why am I holding this table right now? Okay, so kana no. So this is the reality that I am present in at the moment. That is metaphysics. Ontology focuses on the classification of existing things, like concepts of time, space, nature of the universe, and the nature of human being, or what makes a man what he is. Okay, that is ontology. So classification of existing things. So how are you going to classify this table? How are you going to classify your cell phone? How are you going to classify your desktop computer? Okay, everything that you see, everything that you can touch. Alright, that is ontology. So concepts of time. Why am I present today? Why am I talking at 3:35 p.m. on today, Wednesday, May 5, 2022. Okay, mana siya. No, libog ng philosophy usahay. So next we have the second major question is the question of certainty. Kato ganiha reality. Now we have certainty. So how do we know what we know? Are the things that we know true? Tinuod ba gyud ni siya? Tinuod ba gyud ni siya nga storya ko diri kuan, ga storya ko about philosophy? Tinuod ba gyud nga present ko basin damguran ni? Certainty. So certainty refers to perfect knowledge that is free from error or doubt. So truth is the central concept of the question of certainty, and knowledge is also related to the question of certainty and the means by which man is able to know. All right. So kana siya. So certainty is, we have truth as a central concept. It is true that I am conducting my class today. It is true that I skipped my class last week because I attended a 3-day seminar or webinar. Okay? Mana siya. Knowledge, no? Related to the question of certainty. Okay, knowledge is very important. Mas mayo nang nakay alamag sa tanan butang. Pareha ra gud na magduwa ka og kuan computer game, duwa kag Valorant. Wa kibaw, wa kay knowledge unsay mga skills, mga abilities sa mga imuhang agent or character, mapildi jud ka, di ba? Duwa kag CS:GO, wa kay knowledge unsaon pag-aim og tarong, wala kay knowledge unsaon nimo pag labay sa granada, mapildi jud ka. Duha kag ML, dayo kay baon sa on pag-use sa mga skills, mapildi jud ka, no? So knowledge is very important. Same thing with our grades in our educational our in our academic life. All right? So you need to know, you need to have knowledge in order for you to pass the subjects and in order for you to grow up as a person. Next is rationalism. Rationalism is a theory on knowledge which believes that knowledge is a priori knowledge or based on pure reasoning without the benefit of any experience. So we have empiricism. So empiricism is a posteriori knowledge. Knowledge gained after experience. Like, dili na ko mag-uyab-uyab kay sakit kay to ako ang na experience ako ang X. Mag single life na lang ko. Okay, that is empiricism. Empiricism. Alright? Magtuon na kog maayo kay hagbong ko ato last sem. Okay? Kana. So, meaning you have now the knowledge because of the experience that you have in the past. Skepticism, all knowledge is uncertain. Okay? So, you are skeptic. I don't believe in that idea. I don't believe in philosophy. Di ko motuo sa giingon ni Sir Gordon tanan nga importante ko ng philosophy sa ako ang kinabuhi. Kay hatod karon ako nakita solution sa ako ang kaugalingon. That is being skeptic. Di ka motuo. All right? I am skeptic that ghosts are real. I am skeptic that there are aliens around. Okay? So those are examples of skepticism. We also have epistemology. It is a study of knowledge. Okay? So as from the definition itself, it is very to understand. It's very easy to understand. Next is the question of causality. So causality are causes of events and phenomena. Okay? How come that we have gatherings for our politicians? Okay, nganong nawa man kadiyot ang COVID, di ba? Nganong nawa man ang pagkastrikto sa quarantine? Nay cause because hapit naman election. All right? So what is the ultimate causes of all things? And to what extent are our choices considered free? All right? So to understand this, we have the concepts that are related to causality. So we have origin, the nature of things, where specific things comes from. Okay? So imuhang origin asa mga gikan, di ba? Sa imuhang parents, sa imuhang bloodline. Okay? Asa man gyud nagikan ako ang problema karon. Okay? Next is purpose. Full potential or inherent purpose or objective of a person or thing. Okay, what is the purpose why you took up this subject? What is the purpose why you have enrolled in STEM strand and not ABM and gas strand? Okay, there is a purpose. Ultimate cause, the end purpose of something. Okay, what is the ultimate cause why I am flunking in my grades? What is the ultimate cause why I have lose streak in my CS:GO gaming experience? Okay, we also have the agency, the ability of a man to govern his thoughts and to make right decisions. All right. So again, we are still in causality, wherein you are going to have causes in everything that you have experienced. So in agency, so you have your ability. How are you going to organize your thoughts? Okay, before making a right decision. Like for example, I want to take up engineering. Okay, so before taking up engineering, I need to get STEM strand, pass all the subjects, and proceed to my objective. So that is one example for agency. The choice, the ability to make decision, and free will, the power or capacity to choose among alternatives. All right. So these are the concepts of causality. Next is the question of ethics. So in question of ethics, the final significant problem that philosophy tackles. So how should one live his or her life? What is the right course of action in the face of problems? Okay? So kana ano? So ethics. So are you questions here is, are you moral enough? Diba? Do you have ethics in you as a person? So what is ethics? So ethics deals with the standards of right or wrong. So as a field of study, it discusses and defines concepts or principles which are meant to govern reasoning and action. All right? So mana siya no? What is right or wrong? Knowing what is right or wrong. Kibaw kung sayop ning mo cheat sa exam pero ako ning buhaton, di ba? Mao na, no? Mao na mo apil na ang moral philosophy. Though you have reason, okay? You have uh you have you have reason on doing things. You believe that that thing is correct, but how about your moral philosophy? In moral philosophy, it seeks to apply and analyze these concepts in various situations, contexts, and cultures, and recommends guidelines that will govern the decisions and actions of people. Okay, that is why in every action that you do, you need to have ethics and moral philosophy in that. Good thing in ethics, you know that you're doing is right. You know that what you are doing can cause any problem because it is wrong. Diba? Sometimes we are hesitant to do mistakes. We're hesitant to cheat. Diba? Kay makonsensya ta. And that's one good sign that you have moral philosophy in yourself. Okay? Okay. Next, we have methods and tools philosophers use in the conduct of their study. We have first the systematic doubt. So, in systematic doubt, philosophers employ a skeptical attitude in looking at ideas, events, or things. Alright? So, kana siya, no? Uh, as we have observed or as what we have seen, systematic. So, you are skeptic of things. Say, for example, you are skeptic uh, before, people are skeptic that the earth is not round. It is flat. Antud karon ang yung mga flat earth believers. Okay? So you're skeptic and then to prove that that one might be right or wrong or that is true or not, you're going to undergo an experiment. You're going to undergo a research about that one. Okay? On a systematic doubt. All right? So you need to go on a research to validate its truthfulness. Okay? So, kana man systematic doubt. Argument. Philosophers engage in discussion and debate on their ideas. In argument, dili ka na mag-away yung mga silingan ninyo diha ha. Nga ka ng mga marites nga nag-away kay kuan kung mga libak. Mo sa pagiingon nimo nako, di ba? Galibag in philosophy, argument is something healthy like sharing of ideas. Okay? Mao na natay debate. And we also have dialectic. In dialectic, it is varied ideas and perspectives are analyzed, and from the information gathered, new ideas and views are formulated. Okay? So here. So in addition, philosophers may choose to employ various methods. We have Socratic method. So this method of analyzing a topic by formulating a series of questions designed to analyze its various aspects and examine and clarify person's view on it. Okay, like for example, uh, you ga you want to be promoted in your job. Okay, so before you are going to get that position, you are going to formulate questions on makaya ba ni nako? Makaya ba ni nako as ako ang physically? Makaya ba ni sa ako ang oras? Basi mo na ko time sa akong family. May nana, no? You are going to formulate questions and then one by one you are going to answer that one before you are going to decide on it. Axioms are assumptions which are taken for granted in a philosophical discussion. Okay? So they provide a foundation and direction in philosophical studies. For example, existence exists. Okay? It exists. My desktop exists because it is there. Okay? I exist because I am here. Okay? Mo na siya, no? So what makes you you? Okay? Your existence. I am Sir Gorns because of my being Gorn of my being Gornes of my being Gorns. You are sa may mga pangalan kalim ko sa inyo ha mga name. You are butantag si Joshua, no? You are Joshua because of you being Joshua. Okay? So kana. Next we have Occam's razor. States that among the possible explanations, the one which has the least assumptions is the most acceptable. Okay? So kana like gamay og siya og kanang mga assumptions. Alright, like say for example, before say for example, I am going to choose before I'm going to choose a decision like moadto ba ko og Japan or abroad ba ko ron adto ko Japan, Canada or Australia, may ana asa man ana ang ako ang adtuon. Alright? So you are going to seek si tawagan na, seek advices from other people mo ana imong Italy pila may niingon nga moadto og Japan, pila niingon moadto og Australia, pila may kabuktaon niingon moadto ko og Canada. So ang pinakagamay dito gipili mo'y akong adtuon. Okay? That is Occam's razor. All right? So kana no? And we have formal logic, a systematic analysis of the validity of arguments and statements. All right? And last one, thought experiment or and allegory. So these are images scenarios used to illustrate a certain problem or describe a theory. Okay? So kana siya no? So that is why na mga paintings karon na kanang mga abstract nga style. All right? So kana mga paintings nga excuse paintings that paintings are actually expressions of the artist. All right? So for example, the floating man, it is a perception and human mind. All right? So, before we end our discussion, I am going to talk about the practical uses of philosophy. So, this one requires a person to engage in analysis and interpretation of concepts, definitions, arguments, and problems. Okay, problem solving and decision making are important aspects in life. Philosopher is also good communicator. Okay, you need to know how to socialize. Wisdom and knowledge of philosophy can contribute to self development. And that's very true. All right. So, I hope that you have learned today's lesson, and I hope that little by little you can apply a little philosophy in your life. You can gain a little wisdom. You know how to develop your mistakes into something that is positive. Okay, because in philosophy it's more about self development. Okay, if you think that you are not so good in communication, um, train yourself how to socialize. Okay, so kana. Thank you, and I hope that you are going to have a good day ahead.